What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and there's been some new Zenkaiger news revealed ever since the video that Krelika, Advent, and I had recorded on Saturday. We've got to know about the staff information, some more pictures about the show, and I had to say I was really kind of hopeful back when we did that video, and now I'm kind of like, oh man. So I have my phone here because I don't remember everyone's name. So the producer is going to be Shinichiro Shirakura. He, from my understanding, has produced some of the worst Sentai shows out there and some ones that were pretty good but not great. We've got Junko Komura is going to be the head writer. Komura has given us so great shows like Zyuohger and Lupin Ranger versus Pot Ranger. Now, okay, both of those shows weren't exactly bad shows from the hero side of things. They had some pretty solid Rangers, but the shows were completely unbalanced, where some characters would receive way more development than other characters. I mean, the Lupin Rangers had practically all the development compared to the Pot Rangers. And then in the Zyuohgers, Red had the most majority of the development, where the other ones, not so much. Villain side of things, though, this sheet of paper, right here, just looking at this one side, this had more depth than the villains in both series combined. The Ganglers and Death Galleons were some of the blandest, most uninspired, boring as hell villains of the entire franchise. Granted, they're not the only series that come out in the last 10 years that have had very bland villains, but these ones really stood out because they had a lot of potential and nothing was done with them the entire series. As such, now I'm going to Zenkaiger expecting the worst for the villains, which maybe will work in the show's favor, but more than likely I'm going to be like, okay, those meet my expectations. I'm expecting one-dimensional cardboard cutouts for villains to the point where it's like, why are there even villains in the show? They should just be air. Air would be more exciting. At least you can't see it. But now the other interesting aspect is we've seen now new versions of the 4 mechs that are based on Daiboken, Daijujin, Majiking, and Galking. So we weren't exactly sure what they all turned into, but now it is clear. Galking turns into a lion, Daijujin turns into a T-Rex, I just said Galking, Daiboken is a truck, and Majiking is a dragon. And they can then split in half and merge together, become 2 pieces of a mecha that are pretty much symmetrical down the line. So the pictures show, like on this side we have the Galking, and this side has Daijujin merged together. This side has Maji Pink, this side, or maybe it was reversed, and this side has Daiboken. Or then you have Maji Pink and Galking, or Daijujin and all that, whatever. Now I can't remember which side was side. Galking was right, Daijujin was left. I'm pretty sure Maji King was right, and Daiboken was left. So left combined with right, and then mix and match. Kind of a cool concept. The mechs look very meh. As far as designs, they look about very bulky and kind of ugly looking, especially in their animal forms. But I mean, if the writing is there, that's fine, but I'm not sure I can trust the writing anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much the updates on Zenkaiger, not Zenkaiger. They said it's going to premiere March 7th, which means that Kira Major is most likely going to end at episode 45 unless there's some break before then. I believe there's only one more break to be accounted for, which is the New Year's break. Other than that, that's all I've got on Zenkaiger. My hopes kind of just I don't know. Like I said, my hopes kind of just went once Junko was announced to be the head writer. Maybe she learned how to write villains this time around. Third time's the charm, right? Although I guess she did help out with Kamen Rider Wizard, which also had sucky-ass villains, and one-dimensional heroes, and Kiyomi, who did absolutely nothing the entire series, but sit in the back room, who was practically wallpaper. Yeah. So, not exactly the most thrilling news for Zenkaiger, unfortunately. But still, let me know what you guys think about all the newest updates. Oh, and there was a gun reviewed, which I did which I did actually like the design of the gun. So that's kind of cool. And clarification, they are metals, not crystals. So basically, they're like the greed metals. Huh, just thought about that. I hope they're as interesting as the greed metals. But whatever the case, let me know what you think of the newest updates since our last video. I know it was posted yesterday when most of the updates came out before then, but hey, that's just how it works. Whatever the case, let me know. Click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support me. You can support me on Patreon, Kaiju no Kami, Facebook, Kaiju no Kami, Instagram, Kaiju no Kami, Twitter, Kaiju no Kami, and my website, creativitybydesignllc.com. Oh, but one note, I did just get a 7-day ban on Twitter, suspension, so you won't see me on Twitter for the next week. Sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. Until next time, bye.